Avilés. I am a member of Organización Boricua de Agricultura Ecológica, and I'm here with the It Takes Roots delegation at COP23. So in Puerto Rico, we were just in the Caribbean hit by two major hurricane force storms, Irma first and then Hurricane Maria within 2 weeks of each other. Our infrastructure was heavily impacted from Irma, and then when Maria hit, it completely downed all of the distribution lines for electric power. That meant that water was gone for the entire island for almost 8 days, and it has been slowly recovering, but we still do not have full water for everyone, and the water that is being accessed by people is not up to drinking standards. The communications network completely fell apart, and we have had limited communications since Maria. We have also had a health crisis. We have had outbreaks of human mange, leptospirosis, pink eye, and gastrointestinal diseases due to water pollution, and also a food crisis. Since we lost most of our agriculture and we imported a lot of agriculture, a lot of it was held in the ports. What was coming in donations, etc., the government held a lot of it in the ports. So supermarkets can't take it in because they don't have power to sell it. So we're having kind of a bit of a crisis on hand. Many people lost their homes, and those that didn't lose their homes, many had infrastructure, kind of structural failures. So they lost their roof. They can't go back to their homes. They can't rebuild. We have right now there's a mold cloud covering the island because nothing has been able to dry because we're in a wet season and we don't have roofs and we don't have fans to dry things. So it's been rough, and it's been rough seeing how the government, particularly the Trump government, kind of dismissed it, saying, he threw little paper towels at us and then said, this wasn't a real catastrophe like Katrina because only 16 people died. Not that 16 or 1,000, it's a human life, but we had the government hiding the real number of bodies that were accumulating in the morgues because the morgues couldn't run because we didn't have power. So they had to send an immediate action to cremate over 900 bodies. And those that are cremated can no longer be certified whether they were directly or indirectly associated to the hurricanes. And then there's about 200 bodies in the morgues, 100 from September, 100 from October, that are waiting to be certified by the morticians to see if they were directly or indirectly related to the hurricane. So we have had hundreds of this, and there's still a list of disappeared that are about 100 or 13 or more. So we're facing a humanitarian crisis as well, and we need to distribute the goods right now, and we're counting. We have been counting, and the only reason that Puerto Rico has survived has been because of what has been going on the ground, but also our diaspora family and people in the U.S. in the grassroots sending over stuff directly to groups in Puerto Rico. Anything that's gone through the government we haven't seen.
So if people want to help from the state of Minnesota, what can they do? Who should they send aid to?
If it's money, I would recommend the Maria Fund. MariaFund.org is one of the organizations that I've been working with through the space called El Llamado, and there's over 20 different grassroots groups that are coalescing in that El Llamado space. But if you want to send aid directly, solar lights, solar batteries, things that we can use solar, that would be great. And send them through the postal service to a local contact, and I can send you the address, one of the addresses that we're using, so that you can kind of write it down for people to have. It is in Atorrey, Puerto Rico, and that's one of the spaces we're using to get stuff.
Next week, I'll be going back to Minnesota next week, and there's a Minnesota Solar Energy Industry Conference at which I'm speaking. And maybe what I could do, there'll be about 400 people from the solar industry in our state, and maybe I'll just ask them all to help.
Yes.
And give them that information, because I bet
great.
They could come up with some really great assistance.
That would be great. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, and I just wish you the very best in the future. Good luck, and we want to try to help.
Yeah, and we need each other to get through this administration and the coming ones.
Yes, exactly. That's why we're here, I guess. Yeah. Thank you.